Care, beyond home care, where passion meets purpose. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Industrial Sales Associates, they've been an electromechanical components manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for years. The Indiana SRN Sports Page, wall-to-wall sports news every day. Check out IndianaSRN.org and click on the Sports Page tab. And by the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Catch the best Division III athletics on HCAC.tv, where you always have a front row seat. Bright and early, sunshine, which is something we didn't have all day yesterday. Keith Myers, schedule changed. We got 3 games in. This is actually what was going to be Game 4 last night, moved to today because we thought we might get some more bad weather. But now I believe we might have broken through, and we're going to get a good day of baseball.
Should have a great day of baseball. 4 games today, so everything was backed up. 4 games today. And then after today, throw up a coin, see what happens, and see what sticks. A very interesting day yesterday. The first game went well. We had 1 rain delay, but got that in. 2-hour game, which is unheard of in the Heartland Conference. And then rain came and all the things. And last night it would have been a very late start, and then we had a severe thunderstorm also was here as well.
We're going to go to our national anthem here for Game 1. Rose-Hulman, by the way, picked up a win yesterday, a shutout win. Michael Yeager had a complete game victory, 8 strikeouts, 5 hits, gave up just 3 walks. And that's exactly what Rose-Hulman needed, because today Ian Klein will be going. We'll talk about his numbers once he comes up. And on the other side, a good pitcher in Luke Patton, who's undefeated this year.
Yeah, and, you look at the performance yesterday. How do you top a complete game?
Yeah.
And he was pumped. Inning 5, inning 6, he was pumped. But inning 9, when he struck out that side to win that game, that was a big win for Rose-Hulman. Could lift him up, into this. And it could be very interesting. Transy's been very warm the whole entire season except the last 5 games of the year. Up and down then should be very interesting as we take a look at the bullpen shot right there. Could be fun, a lot of fun today. Watching the bullpens, the area, a lot different shots today. Should be a lot of fun at the ballpark.
Coach, you mentioned this Pioneer baseball team. Let's go to their last 4 games. They go into the series on the road at Earlham. They lose Earlham twice, 10-4 and 8-2. I don't know where Earlham found their pitching. The Pioneers had only 4 hits in each game. They led, though, in each game, 4-0 and 2-0, yet they could not win. Then, if I may, they play Mount St. Joseph, needing to get wins in order to get that top seed. They got beaten both. Yeah, they got beaten both. Yeah. What happened? Other than the hitting-wise, it just wasn't there.
Going through this as a coach, you just don't understand how we can't hit the ball. Yeah. You're batting over 400, and you just can't hit the ball. It just drives you nuts, and it keeps you up at night, but it wakes you up the next morning. We got a veteran down there, coach, who will tell you, wake up the next day, you're ready to play again. So I think we'll see a different Transy team today.
Okay, by the way, in that 4-game set, they were 27 of 126. They scored only 14 runs in 4 games, which is an average of 3.5 per game. Their batting average, 214.
You got to have at least 5 runs in the Heartland to
At
win.
least.
Have at least 5, and you got to at least have a good bullpen. And if you get into bullpen, it's a dangerous time.
One other note I may make, and we're going to see maybe the player of the year in Trent Youngblood, the fine shortstop for Transylvania. He went 0 for against Earlham, came back with a couple of hits in the doubleheader loss to Mount St. Joseph. But if they're going to win this thing, they got to get back to where he is, because this young man's a 400 hitter, and they're going to need him to hit.
I think this ballpark is designed better for Transy than anybody else in the league, because they play in a minor league ballpark. And this is pretty close to that, so they know where the gaps are, all those things. The interesting thing is they waited all day to play, did not play. They are on fire. They're chopping at the bit. They're ready to play today.
Well, by the way, they stay, I believe both these teams stayed at the same hotel we did.
Yeah, because you had the celebration last
night. I had
the
celebration last night when I was down in the lobby, got up this morning, and the players, many of the players from Transy were already there eating breakfast. And they even beat you there, which was a surprise.
Is that why it was out of bacon?
They were out of bacon, yes. Well, Luke Patton will be going today for Transylvania. This year, this is his 11th start, 58 innings, 59 hits, 34 runs, 27 earned, 52 strikeouts on the year. Opposing batting average is at 267. He's 4-0, and again, an ERA 4.19. He's been solid all year. Cade Klein will lead things off for Rose-Hulman. We're ready to go. And we are going to start right at 10 o'clock. Good timing on this one. Game 1 of 4 today, and the first pitch is a called strike, and we are underway. Cade Klein at 373 on the year, 6 home runs and 38 runs driven in. They'd love to get him on base. 18 stolen bases on the year. Patton with that high leg kick and a swing and a miss. And we're at no balls and 2 strikes. Dreher behind the plate, Taylor at first, Mitchum at second, Youngblood at short. Paul's down at third. Monday, Schubert, and Wilson from left to right in the outfield. And the pitch just missing outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if he was going to chase this morning.
Rose-Hulman hitting at 307 as a team. And the pitch on the way, and got him swinging. Good start for Luke Patton and Transylvania. There's 1 away.
And there's a very good first batter for Rose-Hulman who struck out here.
Peter Rogers, 305 on the year, 6 home runs and 41 runs driven in. Well, Transylvania, as you said, I mean, they wait around all day, and unfortunately because of the weather situation, they get to the ballpark last night full well thinking that they're going to play today, as that one is fouled or yesterday. And then they turn around, and by the way, they're told you're going to have to leave and go back to your hotel and get ready for another day, but they get another day of rest.
Yes.
That one hit in the air to the second baseman, Mitchum. 2 quick outs here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Coulter, Couillard, Rodak.
Sunny skies. Yeah, sunny skies.
Sunny.
57 right now. High today, 68 for the forecast.
We would have taken 57 yesterday.
Especially when it was 48.
It was getting chilly.
And rainy.
Good look at Couillard, Rodak. Excellent shortstop. Should say second baseman for Rose-Hulman. He'll line this one up the middle for a base hit. First pitch hitting there for Couillard, Rodak, and that'll bring up Connor O'Connell. 352 on the year, 3 home runs, and a team best 53 runs driven in. Couillard, Rodak, by the way, 14 of 14 in the stolen base department. You get a good look at him right there. Patton will come set, and the pitch is outside for a ball. You know, Jerry and Chuck and you and everybody else was out stringing cable today bright and early and got some extra shots, extra camera shots down in the bullpen area. And you were so worried about the camera down in the bullpen. Everybody was taking bets and odds whether that would get hit by a foul ball.
I asked the engineers.
I know, and they said it was virtually impossible.
That's what they said.
Even a mathematician was down there saying he was calculating as we were going.
Yeah, he had the calculator out and the angles.
Yep. He said it would not be hit at all.
So they did their classwork today. No classwork for them.
None. The stretch and the 1-0 pitch is outside.
You know why we got new camera angles? Jerry watched baseball, so he got the idea. He drove the scams and everything at breakfast. Did you see his napkin?
I did.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
He even had the estimate of angles.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and just outside, 3 balls, no strikes. So after the first 2 outs, Couillard Rodak at first, and O'Connell's now gone to 3 balls, no strikes. Were we just doing that to show off to the engineers that we could do it too?
No. Jerry does it because his name is the what?
The Wiz. That'll be low and outside, ball 4. A base hit and a walk, and that'll bring up Dalton Busboom.
You tell Jerry he can't do something, it will be done within 15 minutes. And then call you and say, hey, I got this figured out. And they'll say, can you tell it? Nope.
Busboom at 300 on the year, 5 home runs and 30 runs driven in. Baseball got away down
from the bullpen
area.
Thank you very much.
They didn't say a ball wouldn't get loose. They just said that a camera would not be hit.
Kids.
Those are the engineers that might be building your roads and highways and buildings and everything else. Bridges you drive over. Busboom steps in after a brief timeout, pitches outside.
The piggy head is out.
Which they said was kind of creepy, didn't he?
He said, yeah, the one kid says, I'm not putting that on.
Call that the rally piggy head?
Rally piggy head.
1 ball, no strikes.
I think it's pork chop up the bat.
The stretch and the pitch on the way and a breaking ball outside. Here's what's amazing about this game is that you look at Patton, the first 2 hitters, he strikes out Klein, he gets Rogers to fly out easily, and then all of a sudden now he can't find the strike zone. It's a game that will mess with your mind.
All the time.
I would advise anybody not to get involved in baseball. It'll put you on the couch quickly with your
It will make you retire early as a coach. I'm guarantee you that much.
I know. And it should.
If you stay in this game 20 years coaching, you must really
You're
love
a psycho.
This game. Oh, man.
So after a quick meeting with Dreher and Patton trying to settle him down a little bit.
3 years was enough for me.
I bet. 2 balls and no strikes. Runners at first and second. Patton with the pitch. Missed inside. That's got the Fighting Engineers crowd fired up. They'd love to get an early lead against Patton. The 3-0 pitch, and he missed low. Back-to-back walks. Bases are loaded. Here's Colton Brown.
Walks, breeds, runs.
Well, I tell you what, all we have to do is go back to a couple of games yesterday and how innings got started because of either hit batters, errors, walks, and they can turn into 4- and 5-run innings. So Brown steps in, bases loaded, and the pitch is outside for a ball.
They're going nuts in that dugout.
273 on the year, couple of home runs, 19 runs driven in. Patton will come set at the belt as he checks the catcher Dreher and misses yet again.
That is 6 in a row.
8 in a row.
8. Timeout. Here comes pitching coach.
Well, again, this is probably at this stage a little bit mental here for Luke Patton. Not that he's been in this situation in his career, but now there's not a whole lot as a pitching coach you can do. You're basically going to go out there and try to settle him down, make sure everybody around him is settled down. But bottom line, it's really up to him. He's going to find a way to figure this out. I mean, but really think about it. He's 4-0 for a reason. 10 starts this year, 58 innings, so it's not like he's inexperienced.
One thing about the pitching coach, though, he knows his habits.
Yeah.
And he can watch that and say, okay, this is not what you're doing. Or this is what you are doing.
Well, right here, he just needs a strike. The 2-0 pitch on the way, and he gets one. So after 8 straight balls, he'll get a strike to Brown. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded here in the top of the first inning. The pitch on the way, and he missed low. Brown thought about it. Good look at Kuyard Rodak down at third base. The 3-1 pitch hit foul.
Go! The snag.
That looked like you at your days of playing third.
Back in the day, baby.
You didn't use a glove, did you?
No, didn't need a glove.
That's for sissies,
right? Didn't wear a helmet either.
Runners will get a big jump here. Here's the pitch on the way. Lifted high in the air. Monday is there, and that will do it. So Patton gets out of the half inning, no score.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all their reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
We're talking nonsense anyway. What's that? All right. Back once again here in Kokomo. Close call there for Luke Patton, Transylvania. Now it'll be Ian Klein, 6-2 on the year, an ERA 4.30, 58 2/3 innings, 64 hits, 31 runs, and 28 earned runs, 41 strikeouts, 21 walks, opposing batting average at .274. And coaches, no doubt, he's going to face a Transylvania team. Again, though they slumped in their last 4 games, they're still a team that hits over 300. They're second in the league in runs scored. And we're going to talk about a young man by the name of Trent Youngblood, the only 400 hitter in the league. And we'll talk about his numbers, but this is a very lethal lineup.
See what he's got on? The socks.
The high ones.
The high ones. Sean Crow would go nuts right now.
He doesn't like it?
Oh, he loves them.
Oh, he loves them.
He'll be here game 2, 3, and 4 today. Coming out of retirement. Said he would never work another baseball game.
And yet you got him into it. Oh, Rebecca said that, his wife, yeah. So you messed it up, didn't you? Oh, did I mess up the punchline?
No, yes, you did. My goodness.
Trent Paul will lead things off.
I had a kid in Sunday school class that was like you.
That always messed up your jokes and stuff?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So we're heading to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's Trent Paul, Calvin Schubert, and Trent Youngblood. And the first pitch by Klein in there for a strike.
Well, I already did it, Troy.
What'd you do?
My score sheet's already a mess.
No, already messed up. Pitch outside. Paul on the year 254, 10 home runs, 27 runs driven in. 1-1 pitch, blown outside. One thing for sure so far, from what we can tell by the home plate umpire, his strike zone isn't quite as wide as we've seen some other ones. There's a nice pitch, 2-2.
Well, it's day 2. Gets tighter.
Does it? Break-even pitch on the way. Nearly hits him. Well, what a game yesterday. We mentioned Michael Yeager in that shutout complete game victory. Another breaking pitch is outside. That'll be ball 4. So Transylvania has a runner on, and that'll bring up Schubert. Schubert hitting a .323, 4 home runs, and 27 runs driven in.
Their stolen base percentage is pretty good.
Coming into this one, they're 77 of 100. Trent Paul is 5 of 8. The guy to watch will be Trent Youngblood, the next hitter. Bunt laid down third base side. Oliger charging. He's going to have to hurry. And, I was going to say, I think he's going to call him out at first, but he beat the throw. And Schubert with the infield single, and here is Trent Youngblood. .449 batting average. His slugging percentage is at .783. His on-base percentage at .609. 8 home runs, 39 runs driven in. He has 31 stolen bases as well. Now runners at first and second, no outs. He'll show a bunt, and the pitch is a called strike.
Why would you have him bunt?
I don't think they are. I think he's just showing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
because you know me, I love to bunt.
I know. Not at
400.
Yeah, not 449.
No.
Klein's pitch on the way, hit high in the air to right field. Cernak is there, will make the catch, and that's a big out. Tagging at second, heading to third is Paul. So one away with runners on the corners.
Got it, what he was going to do, right?
So that's a plus right there for Klein. Here is Henry Mitchum with one away. Now Mitchum is no slouch at 346. 4 home runs and a team-best 60 RBI.
348 in the gap, 330 down the line, and 400 deep center.
The stretch by Klein, and the pitch is outside for a ball. So each team threatening here in inning number 1. Rose-Hulman left the bases loaded. And now Transylvania trying to get on the board here in the first inning. There's a line drive, base hit. That'll score a run. Schubert rounding second, heading to third. Here comes the throw, and it's 1-0 Transylvania. Mitchum, 61 runs driven in. That'll bring up Austin Taylor. Taylor at 338. A couple of home runs, 48 runs driven in. Good start here for Transylvania. 30 wins this year and only 10 losses. They went 15-7 in the conference, and that'll be fouled away.
Want to say good morning to our good friend Keith Hartman down in Transylvania. He's doing the girls softball HCAC. I'm sure he's watching and early this morning.
Schubert down at third. Mitchum at first. Good breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. Two hits on a single run now for Transylvania with runners at first and third. This is hit down the right side, and that'll go out of play. So we'll stay no balls and 2 strikes.
That came pretty close.
Yeah, about
to the sled.
75, 80 feet away from it.
Took a deep breath.
I know you did. The stretch by Klein and the pitch. How about that cut? They're going to throw through, and then the runner takes off toward home. He'll score, and they'll get the runner at first base. But the run does count. After 1, Transylvania leads it 2-0.
You an active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Are you ready?
To climb higher.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
HCAC baseball tournament action is brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Thanks to our officials, because without them, we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job. Inning number 2, Jonathan Oliger will lead things off here for the Fighting Engineers, and the first pitch in there for a strike. It'll be Oliger, Serdnak, and Hickson all due up. Music is playing, and so they need to.
Did you hear the bullpen? I love that song.
Yes, the NBA plays during.
I'm sorry, I didn't hit the button right.
Yeah, you got to pay attention.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to let it play.
No, I'm sorry. Don't let
It's
it happen
his
again.
fault.
Don't. Arturo didn't do anything to do with
Arturo's
it.
fault.
Hit foul. Stay at 0-2.
He worked out this morning to the weight room. Did you hear?
Did you work out?
Yeah, he broke a couple barbells.
Barbells? Yeah. Swing and a miss. Oliger, second strikeout now for Patton. And that'll bring Serdnak to the plate with one away. Well, I would venture to say that when Patton went into the dugout, again, he left the bases loaded, which was a key, but he got the first 2 outs, that he and his pitching coach may have just sat down and talked a little bit about that strategy they had as that is in there for a strike. Just try to settle him down a little bit, come back out a little more focused here in inning number 2. We'll see if that all pans out. The pitch by Patton on the way is a breaking ball outside.
One word. You're the man.
Yeah, just get it done, right?
Yep.
Don't overthink it too much. It's going to be fouled away and caught a piece of Dreyer, the catcher, and that has to feel good on a early Friday morning. You know, as a catcher, you have the padding and you feel kind of protected, but that ball can find some mysterious places to hit on your body at times.
Communicating with Keith Hartman, he says, hope the weather is better than it was yesterday for you. Is the Ducks out? No, the Ducks are in. No rain today.
Well, that's good news. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dreyer is okay and ready to go. And the pitch on the way by Patton. Low and outside, 2-2. Patton, by the way, with that ERA of 4.19, is not the best ERA on the team. Popped up, right side, and out of play. Connor Arnold at 2.90. Henry Craig is at 3.32, so they're just a little bit ahead. Check swing, did he go around? No. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Patton with that high leg kick and the pitch on the way and missed inside. Patton thought he had it right there. That'll be walk number 3 already by Patton. And that'll bring up Hickson, the number 9 hitter. Ryland, 225 on the year. Has a home run and 5 runs driven in, getting the start today behind the plate. So Patton ready to throw once again. It's low and outside for a ball. The pattern now starting one batter early.
Seems like he's throwing and he's falling off the mound a little bit.
Here's the stretch. And the pitch on the way, down the line, but foul.
Every mound is different, Troy,
Yeah.
somewhat. So you got to get used to it. This first time they played on this diamond today, or in this whole entire tournament.
Well, one thing about it, though, they play on turf down at Transy, right? So he ought to be used to a turf mound. Sometimes you make that adjustment between the dirt. As that one's hit to the right side, that'll get through for a base hit. Cernak will hold up as Wilson quickly to the baseball. Runners at first and second will go to the top of the order in Cade Klein. The only point I was going to make is that turf is about the same, but then you make the adjustment going from a dirt mound to a turf mound. It might be a little bit different. And you're right, though. They did not get a chance to play yesterday. So it might take him an inning or two just to get adjusted. But now the number 3 seeded Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers have runners at first and second. Top of the order, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Two hits now for Rose-Hulman. Klein struck at his first time up. The pitch on the way is a big cut and a miss.
He was ready to drive that ball.
So far, Patton, a couple of strikeouts. We mentioned the 3 walks he has given up. He dodged a bullet in the first inning. Patton will check the runner at second. And the pitch on the way is a called strike. And that's going to be a key all day long.
Location.
Get ahead of those hitters,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Talk with coaches, then a lot of them will say just attack. Don't try to pitch around, guys. Attack them. Youngblood bluffing the runner back at second. Here's the pitch on the way, and he missed outside. That's one thing you love as a base runner, too. If you're out there distracting the pitcher a little bit, kind of take his mind off of pitching itself. Could be a huge bonus. Here's the break-even pitch on the way, and he missed low and outside. It almost feels in a little bit of a way he's trying to place the ball.
Yeah.
Instead, just pitch.
I was just thinking that.
Well, sometimes I'm sure that happens when you're struggling throwing strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners at first and second. And the pitch on the way. And he got him looking, and Klein thought that he had a walk right there. He'll strike out for the second time. And with 2 away, that'll bring up Peter Rogers. He is 0 for 1.
Now, we've had many Rose-Hulman games. We have not seen Klein strike out twice in a game.
Doesn't strike out much, does he?
Not at all.
Only 24 strikeouts coming in 177 at-bats.
Now 26.
The pitch on the way is a breaking ball low and outside. He doesn't look like he's missing by much, though.
It doesn't seem like he's throwing heat. I mean, throwing off speed a little bit, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I haven't seen a whole lot of fastballs. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike.
That's right down the middle.
So 2 straight innings now where Rose-Hulman has had runners in scoring position. Left the bases loaded in the first inning. Chance here in inning number 2. Patton gets the sign from Dreher, checks the runner at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. His struggles right now, speaking of Patton, is just staying ahead of these hitters. We mentioned some of the games yesterday. You end up giving up walks. They'll come back and get you eventually. There's a fastball down the middle, 2-2. I'm not so sure I'd pitch well at 10 o'clock in the morning knowing that I got up at 6 or 7 and get ready to throw today. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Grounded to the third baseman. He'll throw to second, and nice job by Mitchum to stay on the base to get the force out there. Still, at this point, Transylvania on top 2-0.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We are pioneers.
We are the next generation of inventors, creators, teachers, and leaders.
We think critically,
work collaboratively,
always learning, growing, doing.
We care deeply about people and the planet.
Facing challenges together.
A place for the curious, the bold, and the go-getters.
At Transylvania University,
we pursue bold paths.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back once again here in Kokomo. Today's game brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374, where they represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermaker Local Union 374. Give them a call at 219-845-1000. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. Walter Monday will lead things off. Monday, Manning, and Wilson gives this one a ride into right field. Cernak is back on it, and that's out of here. Monday, a solo shot here in the second inning. And it's now 3-0.
I had breakfast with him the other day. Great kid.
By the way, his first home run of the year.
Great kid.
Second player we've seen in the tournament get their first home run of the season. That'll bring up Manning.
Down early at the lunchroom the other day.
Did you get any tips about how to hit?
Nope.
Pitch on the way by Klein. There's strike 2.
He heard about my hitting back in my career.
So there was no need to ask.
Nah.
Right? Manning will take that pitch outside for a ball. Manning at 294 on the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. A little bit high. Well, Klein gave up 2 runs in the first inning. The shot by Monday here in the second. Ground ball. Backhanded by Rogers. The throw to first in time, 1 away.
Rogers is a very good shortstop.
Now, we saw a lot of good defense yesterday. So you'll take another look at it right here. That's the home run.
Yeah. I mean, there's a no-doubter right there. About 372, maybe?
Yeah, probably in there.
Okay. If someone can go get that ball, we probably need that ball later on today.
One thing for sure is Warren Wilson steps to the plate. There were a lot of baseballs flying out of this ballpark yesterday, not only over the fence that way, but behind us.
Yes.
The 0-1 pitch on the way is a breaking ball just inside, and Hickson tried to frame that one. Count is even at 1-1.
You were taught that, wasn't you, as a catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to bring it back in a little bit. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss.
Hoping the umpire would blink when you were bringing it in.
Wilson only at 182 on the year, getting the start today. Pitch a little bit outside. That'll get the Rose-Hulman fans a little bit upset.
You don't want to do that too many times, is it?
One thing for sure, you have to be pretty on your game as a pitcher in this one. It's just hard to throw a strike we saw yesterday many times where they were getting the inside corner and the outside corner, but so far not today. Payoff pitch on the way and a breaking ball. Got him swinging. Nice pitch by Klein, 2 away, and that'll bring up now Bryce Dreyer. Dreyer at 293 on the year. And now the catcher Hickson coming out from behind the plate. And he might be having some issues here with communication. I'm not sure what it's about.
No, I think the umpire said something to him. He called timeout, and he wants the coach to talk to the umpire and not him.
Oh, I
He's
see.
not allowed to talk to the coach or the umpire. This is a smart move by his part.
Maybe Hickson's wondering why the strike zone is so small today, huh? Whatever it is, the disagreement between Hickson and the home plate umpire settled there by the head coach, so here we go. Well, I'm sure, again, as a catcher, too, you're in communication with that umpire quite a bit. Now, that was a pitch that was outside. I know Hickson's trying to frame that back a couple of inches. Klein's next pitch on the way is a breaking ball, and I don't know what's wrong with that pitch, though. Wow. That is really tough. Here's the 2-0 delivery on the way. Popped up right side. O'Connell will run out of real estate. Not even close to the camera. That was 50 feet away.
You sure?
2 balls in. Oh, yeah. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that sticks down there.
Yeah, but, you know, you're blocked by the roof over here.
Okay.
I could see it better.
All right. You can see sticks?
Yep.
Okay.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it hit him. First hit batter. Dre on down to first. We'll go to the top of the order now, and Trent Paul. Well, sometimes as a pitcher, too, now you got to get your composure back. You got that last strike out of Wilson, and now you're back to the top of the order, and things could get out of control if you're not careful, and there's a strike. Paul walked and scored one of those 2 runs in inning number 1. 3 hits now by Transylvania. Chopper toward Rogers. He'll take it on the hop. The off-balance throw and an error. Rogers, at that point, I don't think he had to throw off balance, and he did, and that'll be an error. He had plenty of time to get to that baseball.
Yeah. He had some speed down there, but I think he could beat him.
Yeah, I think you set and throw hard, you get him. It'll be a close play, but
it's the running.
Yeah. So now runners at first and second. Here's Schubert.
He scored a run.
Yep. Got the infield single in that first inning. The pitch by Klein. And that gets away from Hickson. Runners will advance. Well, any time that you have a chance to get out of an inning and an error extends the inning, more often than not, it feels like that all of a sudden things kind of get out of control. Here's your 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball called strike. Number 1 seeded Transylvania trying to open things up even further here in the half inning, and there's a strike. Now wait a minute, he rang him up, but the count's only 1-2.
And the umpire immediately took that back. Whoa.
Sorry. Swing and a miss, got him on that one. We'll head to the third, 3-0, Transylvania.
If there is one thing wrong in your aircraft, you're gonna fail. Finding the right answer and trying again, that's really what dragged me to aerospace. This is a 3D printed airplane which I made over my freshman year at Rose-Hulman that can be radio controlled and flown. I saw other people making amazing stuff on 3D printers, and I thought if I combine that art of 3D printing with engineering, I could make something as complex as an airplane. So I got the idea as a sophomore in high school, and I just tried. I did it. I failed a couple times, but it all changed when I came to Rose-Hulman. I got in touch with Dr. Riley, who is an aerospace and ME professor, who really asked me great questions about the concepts of my design. So pursuing such project as a freshman, it just lets me feel amazing that I have still 3 years to do something much more complex than this, and it will lead me much further.
Your poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the...
Welcome back to Kokomo. It'll be Coulter Couillard-Rodak leading things off here in the third. He picked up a base hit in the first inning, and Patton set to throw, and the pitch in there for a strike. So after a little bit of drama there in the second inning, the 0-1 pitch. High chopper, first baseman Taylor will flip on to Patton, and there is out number one. One thing about a lot of pitchers don't get over there as quick as they should. They make it a very close play, but Patton, very fundamental.
But both teams during infield work on that during their infield practice.
Here is Connor O'Connell. He walked, left stranded at second in the first inning. Just think how good you would have been if you could have been coachable. High fly ball. Left center field. Coming over is Schubert. He'll make the catch, 2 away. Didn't they have a hard time just getting you to run to first base?
Well, they had to put candy, like Reese cups.
So there's an incentive.
Yeah. I have told you my Pee-wee story, right?
No.
Played Pee-wee baseball, and there was rocks on my outfield, and I would collect rocks and put them in my pocket.
Oh.
So at the end of the game, my mom would say, how many rocks do you collect? Count them. One day I didn't take one of the rocks out of my pants, and it ruined my washer and dryer. My mom was real happy with
I bet she was.
As a single parent, she was not real happy.
I bet. Here's Dalton Busboom. He walked his first time up. The 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul. Will go to 1 ball, 1 strike.
My mother loved sports, though.
Good.
My goodness. I think that's how I inherited it.
Yeah. Kept you out of trouble, too, didn't it?
Sure did. Yeah. Needed a dad, and sports was my dad.
Yeah. Patton gets the sign from Dreyer. Here's the pitch, and that hits him.
Go get him. No.
Got him. Go get him. That'll bring up Colton Brown. That's probably not the right thing to say. Go get him, right?
Not on the air. I guess not. He's cracking up.
Arturo, don't listen to what he says.
Arturo will never be the same after this weekend. He'll know us. He'll come up during basketball season, football season. Hey, can I sit in with you guys?
Colton
the answer
Brown?
would be yes, anytime.
Yes, please do. That pitch almost got him, too.
Jerry's taking little wages over here.
Well, Patton has not been as sharp as he would like to be today, for sure, but he also has a 3-0 lead. That breaking pitch called strike.
And if you get a run every inning and keep him at bay, you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he can struggle a little bit then. Busboom with 2 outs down at first base, 3-0, Transylvania. Pitch is outside. Patton will come set at the belt as he checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Fouled off and got a piece of Dreyer again. you can probably take that to a point on a early Friday morning until it gets you below the equator. Then you're not too happy about that.
It hurts anytime.
Yeah. It would hurt a lot yesterday because it was colder. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way. Grounded deep in the hole. Youngblood backhands, throws to second, got Mitchum. Youngblood showing his range. 3-0 Transy.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Blood will step up, a 400-plus hitter, and hits the first pitch into right field for a base hit. And when you watch that young man swing the bat as a left-hander, most left-handers are very smooth, but he is really smooth.
And delivered.
Yeah.
And his hands are separate on the bat.
He's tough.
He's strong, too.
Here's Mitchum. So now Transylvania's had a base runner in every inning. Klein's pitch hit foul.
Woo! That almost hit our producer.
It did. No balls and a strike. Youngblood, 31 stolen bases. The pitch is outside for a ball. To show you how good Youngblood is.
Yes.
31 of 36. Draws the throw to first.
Now, he's been picked off once this year, correct?
Oh, I don't know if he has or not. I'm so dazzled by all of his other numbers. One pickoff won't bother me for sure. Hit well into center field. Brown backing up will make the catch. Youngblood will tag, and he's going to head to second, and that shows you his kind of speed. Mitchum gets the sacrifice on that one as Youngblood. Boy, he is fast.
Did you hear the dugout, though? When that ball is up in the air, they're yelling at him to tag, and then he gets the green light. I think that's why Transy's so good, because they advance during outs better than anybody in the league.
Well, no doubt about that as Austin Taylor steps to the plate, and the pitch is on the way, and there's a strike. Taylor struck out his only time up. The 0-1 pitch on the way, hit into right field. Cernak is there, will make the catch. Youngblood will tag. Here's the throw to third, not in time. And all of a sudden, Youngblood at third base, just like that.
He almost slid over the base.
And Monday will step up. Monday had that home run in the second inning.
You think he could duplicate it?
You know what?
Put the ball out front. I think he'd drive it.
Don't know why not. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher in Klein. Pitch is a little bit outside for a ball. Youngblood almost slid past the bag on that last play. Breaking pitch outside, 2-0.
You're not going to give him anything to hit inside.
The stretch by Klein, the pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. The 2-1 pitch. It's 2-2. Klein's pitch on the way, lifted into center field. Brown coming on, and Brown makes the catch to end the threat in the third. Transy leads at 3-0. Head to the fourth inning. It'll be Oliger to lead things off. And the pitch by Patton is outside for ball one. Oliger struck out in the second. Patton so far, 2 strikeouts and 3 walks, and there's a strike. And 2 walks in the first inning, a single walk in inning number 2. The 1-1 pitch caught the corner, 1-2. Oliger, Cernak, and Hickson here in the bottom half of the order. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Ball 2 probably on that one. That was outside.
Catcher went all the way out to get having throw there.
Cernak, a walk in the second inning. Well, we know already, again, it's only 3-0, but we have noticed even if you're into the 5 or 6 run lead, and this tournament has not been safe, that's a line drive base hit into left field. That'll bring up Ryland Hickson. Keith is leaving. Jay Jones is going to join us, the commissioner of the HCAC, as Hickson will step up, a single in the second inning.
Hi, Troy.
How you doing, sir?
Good to be with you.
You too, and nice to have you here. There's a strike. Busy couple of days, huh?
Busy couple of days, but a lot of fun, and love what Kokomo does for us with this tournament. Just a great experience for our kids.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, so things have changed a little bit, as most of the baseball fans know, because of the continued rains yesterday. So what does the schedule look like now for today and tomorrow and possibly Sunday?
Yeah, so it's a little fascinating. I want to make sure I explain this to the baseball fans out there who will appreciate this if you understand pitching arms. So we'll play 4 games today. This was supposed to be the nightcap last night. It moves forward, and then we'll have the 3 that follow it. Tomorrow we will play either 2 games or 3, and that really depends on who's coming out of that loser's bracket and whether or not they would have to play a 3rd game. What we try to do when the weather's this beautiful now is to keep a team from playing 3 games in one day. So we could get done tomorrow night if somebody is hot in the winner's bracket and stays up there and wins through, but we'll see what happens. All that information's on heartlandconf.org, and in the championships area you'll see that, and we'll keep the bracket updated for you all. A little hit by a pitch there. Gets the runner down to first.
That'll be a wild pitch. Will advance runners now to second and third. Cade Klein has struck out twice. And now chance here for Rose-Hulman to get on the board. You mentioned a little bit ago, too, that the city of Kokomo has made this such a welcoming tournament, and the fans that get a chance to come, and they really enjoy being here. Kokomo's a nice place to come.
Yeah, and I started with that for a very specific reason. We are, as most D3 conferences are, we're a tiny staff, tons of people here from our schools helping us run this. But without the city of Kokomo's support, both financially as well as just the people they have here working for us and the restaurants that come through to help our teams, we can't do this. And so I think everyone's loved being up here. This is year 3. I believe we're going to extend this thing. Our coaches love it. Our athletes love it. And the city of Kokomo makes it possible. And so I can't say thanks enough to their Visitors Bureau and the people here that do that for us.
Rose-Hulman getting on the board with the ground out by Klein. That'll bring up Peter Rogers.
Yeah, my apologies to the Rose-Hulman fans, although maybe you should thank me. When I end up taking this microphone is inevitably when a team will start to make a run. So the fans at home would like to just hear good announcing, and instead they get the commissioner, which they don't want to hear from. So now you Rose fans may want me to stay on, but I do apologize to you out there.
Well, they have requested you stay on and Keith stay out, so that certainly
Well, there's few reasons for that, but nonetheless.
Well, I don't think it's any coincidence that they scored while you were here and Keith was gone. So
it happens every time.
Beautiful ballpark, too. I know the players enjoy playing on this field, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat this environment for college baseball. Just absolutely beautiful, and especially when the sun's out like this. But really appreciate what, for those who can't come and join us, and I hope everyone can through the weekend, but for those who can, I really appreciate what you all at IndianaSRN are providing to our fans at home as well.
Of course, not just baseball. You have softball going on. You have had a busy spring season, and I know you've got a lot going on, but I'm sure you're ready for a little bit of a break here soon.
I like a break, but what I like better is teams playing deep into the NCAA postseason. Yeah. So if they want to keep that going and keep my year going until the summer, that'd be fine.
Well, I don't know how he got out of the way that one.
I don't either. He doesn't eat as much as I do from the looks of things, and that plugs me right in the belly on that one.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Commissioner Jay Jones with us here in the 4th inning. Patton trying to get out of it without any further damage, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. They'll appeal. He did not go around.
Rose with runners on the corners, and they've got some things going here.
So you mentioned you want to stay here, which is great because it's such a, again, great environment, great city and everything. So you'd love to stay for several more years, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And Kokomo really wants our softball coaches to come and you know, we've been begging our softball coaches to think about that. I think softball's a different game on turf. But, man, Kokomo has a beautiful softball complex over at the high school that's open up now. And again, it's just a fun HCAC weekend, and right now we do softball on campuses, and it's great, and those campuses do a great job, but it's also a ton of work for those teams that have to move that tarp on and off and those kind of things. So, you know, without this turf yesterday, I bet you, Troy, we get in one baseball game.
Right, I agree. Pitch is in there for a strike. You just need to show by video all the softball coaches what fun we have, and then they'll say we got to be a part of that, right?
Well, I'll tell you what happened in baseball, and then we ended up finding Kokomo, which is a great partner. Rose-Hulman hosted a tournament 5 or 6 springs ago now. I believe it was 6 springs ago, the year before I came in the league. They must have taken that tarp on and off about 10 times. And the coaches said, okay, we've had enough of this. We've got to find a turf field with lights so that we can have the championship decided on the field. We found Kokomo, and, boy, it's just been a dream come true.
Yeah, that tarp gets a little heavy after a while, doesn't it?
Apparently.
A piece of it right there for Couillard Rodak. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
What an exciting tournament. The teams just do a great job, and the coaches around this league are a pleasure to work with. When you have the kind of weather and things that we do yesterday, you just really appreciate the parents and the players and the coaches just being patient, being flexible, and you can get a lot done when everybody is willing to adapt and move forward.
Well, as you said before, it really takes a team effort. Everybody's got to take a part in it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And up here in the booth with us this weekend, we've got 4 different sports information folks and a young pitcher from Manchester who didn't make the tournament. A nice strike on the outside left corner there.
All right, Jay, good to see you again, sir. Appreciate
Troy,
it.
I enjoy it again. Thanks so much for what you all do for us. And folks at home, I guess I'll let the flurry of runs stop now and you get back to actual baseball announcing. So thank you to the fans for visiting as well.
Oh, you want me to keep him here longer?
Oh, goodness gracious.
In other words, Keith
Sorry,
doesn't
fans,
want to work.
Apparently, Keith would rather me stay put. So
look at Keith. You know, he's not working the rest of the day.
Well, he's over there quitting right now. I think I need to tell somebody in the park to have some emergency issues so I don't have to announce baseball here.
I find you're making him work till the 7th inning?
No.
Oh. Wow.
The poor people at home are going to tune out.
Well, I don't mind you being here, but, yesterday he gets up and leaves and several times, and you don't see him back for 2 or 3 innings. And then he still gets the same pay. How does that work?
Well, here's what I'm thinking is happening, because I've watched you all do enough of our football games to know how this works. There is a wonderful barbecue, family running a new barbecue joint out of Kokomo here called Good Dudes Barbecue. They've come out this weekend, set up down the first base line. They were smoking that barbecue on Wednesday night as I hung banners. That wasn't very nice of them, but besides that, they're just serving some wonderful barbecue. And I have a sense, because I've watched so many football games on SRN, that Keith was perhaps down the first base line having some barbecue.
We got to the ballpark today at about 8:30. It'll be Houston Manning leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th, and lifts this one foul. He had already eaten breakfast, and by the time we got here and the guys were setting things, he already had a big bag of chips and everything ready to go.
Well, I'll try not to be hypocritical. So
that's all right. I will.
I like food too. Well,
line drive base hit. Manning with a single, and that'll bring up now Warren Wilson. Winner of this tournament gets an automatic bid, and then we find out Monday. Is that correct?
That's correct, and you always would love to hope that maybe you get a second team in, depending on how the tournament goes and who wins. That's really, really tough in Division III. There's 44 conferences out there, and so that really makes it tough. So typically, we get our AQ winner, and that'll be it, but we will find out then Monday. So
Wilson with the sacrifice bunt will get the runner down to second base. And how's softball going? We haven't talked about the softball tournament.
Yeah, so softball's down in Lexington and Transylvania. They did the opposite of what we did yesterday. They started a little bit late and then ran through their day with good weather after that. And Transylvania looks really, really strong. They suffered a loss.
Ground ball, that'll be a fair ball. Nice play by Oliger. The throw to first, and it'll be safe. Great play, though.
Beautiful play, and I think there are not many people in the country that could have made the throw over on time. But, boy, he got close, and that was a beautiful grab down the line.
Oliger's had a couple of big plays yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so softball going well.
Yeah, it's going well. Transy's playing really good. Franklin had a wonderful year, and Mount St. Joe is always tough. So we got 3 teams there that could win that thing. But Transylvania had a loss in softball late in the that I think's gotten that team awake, and they look really tough right now. They won 8-0 yesterday,
wow.
And they just look really strong. So we'll see how that goes, but they host a wonderful tournament down there in Lexington for folks listening.
Oliger at third, steps on the base, throws to first, double play, gets him out of the inning. Now I think we can let you go.
Ooh, we can, but I just want to, Oliger there, what an inning for him. A great stabbing, couldn't make the throw, so he makes up for it with the double play to end the inning. That's very good.
Jay, thank you, sir.
Thanks very much, Troy. Appreciate it.
3-1 Transy.
This place has been a huge part of my life, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be moving forward.
I'll always take a piece of the mountain with me. Whether in the classroom or on the field, my coaches and professors had my back and always pushed me to climb higher. Now, I can't wait to light the way for my students and help them achieve their dreams.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Hanover College. Founded in 1827, Hanover is Indiana's oldest private four-year college. Hanover is a nationally recognized liberal arts college with core strengths in the natural and life sciences, education, and business. This breathtaking 650-acre campus sits on a bluff above the Ohio River in Hanover, Indiana. Hanover's approach to the liberal arts allows students to combine their academic interests. Students can even design their own majors. Students have so many opportunities to try classes, clubs, and other activities.
Care for a loved one. Fifth inning, it'll be Connor O'Connell leading things in barbecue, and we didn't even make it to 11 o'clock.
Well, Bugle's early today because the ladies from the chamber knows that 2 years ago I loved these, and they gave me 2 packages early this morning.
All right. 2 balls, no strikes. Patton with that high leg kick and the pitch. Of course, you may remember a pitcher by the name of Jim Palmer who had a really high leg kick like that, had a great career in Baltimore. That's what that reminds me of. That and Roger Clemens as well. There's a strike.
Chamber has done a great job hosting this thing.
They certainly have. That pitch is low and outside. Well, really, when you think about it, Keith, you have a city that wants to draw people to your community, and you build a ballpark, and as they say, you build it, they will come. And so that they do. I mean, they do soccer here. IU Kokomo gets a chance to play here. High school, you were here the other day when Kokomo High School gets the chance to play here.
They also played the National Kickball Invitational here.
National Kickball. Interesting.
Probably you didn't know that, did you?
I had no idea.
Yep. The other thing is when you have a facility like this and you have the hotels that you do, shameless plug, Hampton has done a nice job hosting us.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it was
Victoria. Good job.
Last night, I went down into the lobby, and a lot of the players and parents that think Transy and Rose-Hulman is staying there. And then I get up this morning, and the nice lady who was doing the breakfast was doing it all by herself.
At 5 a.m.?
Yeah, because somebody apparently called in and didn't come in. But she did all of that. She was cleaning tables. She was doing breakfast. It was amazing. So I really appreciate what she was doing. With a broken elbow.
Broken elbow.
Yeah. Crazy. Short meeting to Patton. Good look there at Dalton Busboom. O'Connell will lead at first. 3-1 ball game here in the 5th inning. Well,
that's a foul ball.
Off the foot. Busboom will take a moment, regroup here, and I think that might have caught his front foot. Take another look at it. Ouch.
That's at 60 degrees. If that was 48 degrees and rainy,
he'd be down, huh?
He would be down.
I love that camera angle right there because it showed his face. That's smarts. No balls in a strike. Busboom back in. And Patton's pitch on the way, inside for a ball.
I think that's Sticks over there at first base side. Patsy at third base. Leo out in the outfield. And then Chuck is the roaming camera guy.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Chuck is the boss when it comes to camera guys.
Yes, he is.
I
love his hat, too.
I think he's listening to Beethoven.
No Beethoven?
Oh.
He's listening to us, right?
He is listening to us.
I love the Expos hat. 2-1 pitch. Boy, that didn't miss by much either.
Nope. Is the Expo a team?
Used to be.
They play up in Canada?
Used to be.
Hey?
Hey. 2 balls and, I should say 3 balls and 1 strike. Patton's pitch. Inside corner for a strike. So far, Patton today has thrown, well, they haven't updated the stats on there. Here's your 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line and curving foul. By the way, not only is the piggy hat, but you also have...
That's a Mario Brothers, right?
Mario Brothers
head,
yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Patton, runner takes off, popped up left side. Youngblood, the shortstop, squeezes that one, and there's one away. Here's Colton Brown.
No secret that we do a lot at Heartland. Well, what softball team had the Cowboy hats this year?
Rose-Hulman.
Rose-Hulman had the Cowboys, the Raleigh Cowboy hats.
Two different
ones. One was pink, one was red, if I remember right. And if you hit a home run, you got a chain around your neck.
Right, yeah. Colton Brown steps up, lines this one into center field. Schubert going back on it. He'll backpedal, make the catch. Buster, or I should say O'Connell, will have to head back to first. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Jonathan Oliger. Oliger struck out in the 2nd inning, and he struck out in the 4th. Sunshine today here in Kokomo. We had cloudy skies, windy, and rain all day yesterday. What a welcome to see some nice weather today. Ouch. Oliger takes one for the team. His 2nd hit batsman now by Patton here today. That'll bring up Mark Cernak, who singled and scored in the 4th. Patton already 90-plus pitches through 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 5 strikeouts and 5 walks. He's averaging at least 3 pitches per batter in these first 4 2/3 innings. Rose-Hulman has had a runner on base every half inning. Is that pitch knocked down by Dreher? Left the bases loaded back in the 1st inning. Runner in scoring position in the 3rd inning as well. Or I should say 4th inning, and now we're in the 5th and a runner in scoring position. The stretch by Patton, and he'll step off. One ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Blowing outside, 2 balls and a strike.
He's supposed to go.
Two balls and 1 strike, 2 away here in the 5th inning. Transylvania trying to advance. Rose-Hulman looking for the upset here today. The pitch is low. 3 balls and a strike. Rose a 5-0 winner yesterday thanks to Michael Yeager in his complete game victory. So far managing just 3 base hits. But again, Patton has struggled with his control here in the first 4 2/3 innings. They'll throw to second. Youngblood trying to sneak behind O'Connell down at second base. Low scoring affair. We've had some games in this tournament so far that we've seen a lot of runs. Patton comes set, and the pitch. Boy, that's a nice pitch right there.
You got to take that ball and drive it.
So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will get a jump at first and second.
Fastball up here high would be a good move.
Threw it over his head. 2 walks in the inning. Bases loaded once again here for Rose-Hulman.
Would you go off speed there?
If I'm Patton right there, I throw a fastball. Just try to get it down the middle.
Got to go fastball high.
Just try to get a strike. He has now walked, 6 so far? And we will have a pinch hitter here for Hickson. This will be number 22, which is Josh Erpenbeck. So Erpenbeck will step in for Hickson in the number 9 hole. Though Hickson had a base hit and it was hit by a pitch. Pitch is way outside. You have to feel at some point, Keith, that they're going to run out of patience with Patton.
Well, they're just hoping he can get out of this inning.
Yeah. They are certainly hoping that. 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0.
You're just never out of a game.
Rose-Hulman left the bases loaded back in the first inning. Will they do it again here in the 5th? The 2-0 pitch, 3-0.
He took that all the way.
Well, you're not swinging here, I'll tell you that. 6 walks now by Patton. He is now at 100 pitches.
I would think you go 120 with him.
And he missed it. 3-2 your score. 3rd walk of the inning.
You think there's some fans from Rose-Hulman here today?
They're here.
What a great crowd we had yesterday everywhere. They're underneath us.
Yeah, but they had to stand underneath
because of the rain.
Because of the rain, yeah. Cade Klein 0 for 3. Chance to tie the ball game or take the lead with 2 outs. Ground ball, right side. Second baseman Mitchum to Youngblood to get the force at second, but Rose gets a run. They trail it 3-2.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
By the way, today's broadcast is a copyright production of HCAC.TV and the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Any private use of our audience of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the HCAC is strictly prohibited. Klein back in for another inning of work as we head to the bottom half of inning number 5. It'll be Schubert, Youngblood, and Mitchum. Klein so far only 54 pitches. 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Schubert singled and scored in the first inning, caught looking in the second. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball low and inside. Game 2 today scheduled for 1:15. 2 balls, no strikes. The stretch by Klein and the pitch. Lined into left field, base hit. See if he'll get 2 out of this one. Schubert on his way as Klein in left field misplayed that one. But Schubert was heading to second base no matter what. And a leadoff base hit, and that'll bring up Trent Youngblood. Here's Youngblood. Youngblood, a sacrifice in the first inning. Base hit in the third. League's leading hitter at .449 coming in. And the pitch way low and inside. Pitch in there for a strike. Youngblood back in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, strike two. Boy, be careful here with Youngblood. The pitch.
Oof.
Ground ball, hard hit. Couillard-Rodak, they get the out there. That's a big out.
Bigger run at third base, though.
Yep. Here's Mitchum. There are players that, they either look like football players or basketball players. Youngblood just looks like a baseball player.
Got the name for it, too, right?
He does. I love it. Mitchum swings at the first pitch, popped up to the right side, staying in the ballpark, but Cernak and the first baseman O'Connell unable to get to it.
Yeah, but if you make that catch, you're going to give up the run.
Yeah. Boy, unless you make the catch and make the turn quick, that'd take a heck of a throw.
That'd be one heck of a throw.
Mitchum, a sacrifice, flies last time up, pitches outside. All the razzing you take.
Did you hear the dugout? That hit at the outside corner.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, lined, backhanded by Oliger, checks the runner, throw to first in time. Oliger has made some great plays in this tournament at third.
Yes.
Nobody's played better defensively.
Not in that hot spot.
Here's Taylor. Got a little smile on his face now. I think the third base umpire said something to him.
I think the coach said, "What'd you make that play for?"
Taylor struck out in the first inning. Chopper Oliger. Should be an easy play. Fires to first. Strong arm by Oliger, and that'll do it for Transylvania. We head to the sixth. 3-2 your score.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. You know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year, all sorts of sports. Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Today's game brought to you in part by Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical components manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for many years. We want to thank them for being a part of the HCAC baseball tournament. That's a lot of words there you made me say.
Yes.
But it had the great state of Michigan in there. We move to the sixth. Rogers, Couillard-Rodak, and O'Connell.
You know, we're an inning away from the world famous
trivia question.
The Hampton Inn Suites trivia question.
We have a new pitcher now for Transylvania's. They'll go to the bullpen here in the sixth inning. Give you his numbers here in just a couple of moments as it'll be Braden Becker. Becker making his 15th appearance on the year. He is 2-1 with a even 6 ERA. So Patton struggled, but somehow manages to leave the game with the lead.
And just threw 105 pitches.
A lot of pitches. So Rogers will step up, and the first pitch in there for a called strike. Kind of a half swing there.
Couple of junk balls really quick.
Becker with the 0-2. Well, that missed by much. Wow. One ball, 2 strikes to Rogers. The pitch by Becker, grounded foul. You must know him by name, call him Bob.
They call him Bob.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Mr. Lightning just came back into the press box.
There he is.
He ran from dugout to dugout. He was quick. He's the boss.
Yes, he is. Coulter, Couillard, Rodak, 1 for 3. Struck out looking his last time up. His first time seeing Becker today. Grounded up the middle and playing it perfectly is Mitchum. And there's 2 away. Here's Connor O'Connell. By the way, with Patton today, going 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 strikeouts, but boy, how about 7 walks? Good breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Game that's 3-2. That's important relief here.
Rolling inside. So far, Rose-Hulman managing again just 3 hits. Pitches low. Becker gets the sign from Dreyer and delivers low and inside. The 3-1 pitch is hit foul. Outfield straight away for the left-handed hitting O'Connell as he steps back in, and the pitch is outside, a 2-out walk. And here's Dalton Busboom.
He's due.
Hit by pitch back in the 3rd inning. He's been on base twice. Big cut and a miss. The stretch by Becker. And the pitch. Boy, got him again on that outside breaking pitch. The 0-2. Got him. Dreyer will throw to first. Strikeout, throw out. Transy leads at 3-2.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot,
It's not a game.
(3-2) Transy with the lead as we head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Monday, Manning and Wilson all due up.
I like how Transylvania all bunched up, communication, then breaks right when they get up to bat. There was a message, something sent.
Monday, a home run here today, takes that pitch for a strike.
Monday hit the home run in the second inning.
Klein's next pitch is outside. Klein has kind of an easy delivery, doesn't he? It's not really much to it, kind of smooth. That pitch inside for ball 2. And think about it, he's only thrown just over 65 pitches so far.
And still down 3-2.
Just one walk. That'll be chopped foul at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Klein a long look at his catcher, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Now pitch on the way, and he lost him. Just second walk of the ball game for Klein, and that'll bring up Manning. Houston Manning has grounded out. He had also singled back in the 4th inning. Runner takes off. High chopper. It'll be Oliger checking the runner at second as he throws to first. So Manning 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up now Warren Wilson.
That was hit and run all the way.
I'll tell you what, though, in a 3-2 game, again, people have different philosophies, but I think as a hitter, I know it might have been hit and run, but I'm not so sure I want to swing at that first pitch. I'm a little more selective. Warren Wilson steps in and takes a pitch for a strike.
You know, he walks in, he's got his baseball gear on. And
well, why not? It's baseball season, right? Look at that. He's got an HCAC shirt, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
It took me 5 years to get one. Swing and a miss.
Did not take you 5 years.
3.
3.5. Get it right.
Monday down at second base. No balls, 2 strikes now to Wilson. Klein with a pitch on the way, low and outside.
You know, he's just in time for the Hampton Inn trivia question at the 7th inning.
He sped to get here, too.
I bet he did.
The 1-2 pitch, low and outside.
And I do know he taught this morning.
Did you teach today? No, he did not.
Oh, he took the day off.
Well, if he's working 3 games today, probably.
Well, you know why he's working 3.
Because you won't. Oh. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him. Nice pitch by Klein. Nice way to come back, too, after giving up that walk to Monday. He got the ground out. Now chance to get Dreher and get out of the half inning.
We wanted the best 4 broadcasters today.
For the rest of the day.
Yes.
After I leave.
Well, you are one of the 4.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank you. We'll get that on record. Is that reason we can get a raise? What's that? I'm in the top 10 now? We better check on that. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way. Back up the middle. Nice play by Rogers. The throw is off the mark. A run will score. Well, that hurts. especially when you make a nice play and then you throw it away, run scores, and the runner will advance to second base. It's now 4-2. Trent Paul will step to the plate. We saw a couple of plays like that yesterday, too, where we thought maybe, even though the rain and such could have been a factor, that you make a nice play and then you have a tendency to kind of hurry it to first. And I think it was Rogers did one where he charged a baseball and then threw it away. And that pitch comes inside and hits him. So Trent Paul will take one for the team. Take another look at this.
Makes the play there. Just sails on him.
Well, you know what? Instead of coming over the top, just throw it this way. Kind of came a little sidearm with it. We'll have a visit to the mound. Calvin Schubert is due up. And how many times do we talk again? This is all happening with 2 outs in the half inning. Our next game at 1:15. It's a win or go home game. Am I right?
Yep.
Franklin and Anderson.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Wanted to ask.
Cage match.
Cage match.
Yes.
Yeah. No holds barred.
Title on the line. Hair versus hair.
The ladder match.
The ladder match. Can we laugh? You know, Coach is listening, so he's fired up.
He would be. That man, by the way, Steve Sakasitz, the head coach at Earlham Baseball, has more what do they call them, figurines?
Figurines.
Wrestling figurines.
Than anybody you know.
Yeah. And he adds them all the time. That's why he has no money to give to you and me. Schubert, couple of base hits. Ball gets away from the catcher Hickson. Runners will advance. Now it's second and third.
Well, I think Sean has been on his podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Nope. Got a great broadcast.
Let me listen to that sometime.
He tells us that it's really good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Steve does.
You know, he and I used to do a podcast together, so I know where he got it from.
Is that right?
Yeah. He always tried to, we did baseball, but he always tried to sneak in the wrestling, so we ended up turning the page to wrestling every time. But he never invites me to go to any wrestling matches with him either. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, that'll be a fair ball. The throw to first, and O'Connell can't come up with it. All runners are safe. Thought maybe Dreyer would take off down at third on the throw, but he didn't.
You would think so with 2 outs.
By the way, the runner at second, Paul, was about halfway down to third, but Dreyer didn't leave at third.
You are told with 2 outs you got to go, right?
Yeah, on the crack of the bat, yeah. So here's Youngblood. Came into this tournament 449.
You do not want to get him anything up high.
No. Bases loaded. Pitch on the way. It's low and inside. Gets away from the catcher, and a run will score. Coach, how many times do we see the mistakes that are made, and then they become accentuated so much because you end up giving up runs? And just like that, it is 5-2.
And Paul was not going to go sit there. Now they're going to walk him.
I walked him too. And here's Mitchum.
And how many times have you walked a guy on, and then the next guy goes and hits a base hit or a triple, and you go, why did we do that?
Yeah. I guess I take my chances righty against except you think about Youngblood, as good as he is, that pitch is outside. I just don't want to give up a chance to get Youngblood at 449 the way he hits the baseball and give him a chance to drive one. That's going to be hit well into right field. Serdnak back on it and will reach up and make the catch. But 2 runs across. We head to the 7th. Transy leads it by 3.
An active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Are you ready to climb higher?
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
We head to inning number 7 here of our first of 4 today from Kokomo. It'll be Brown, Oliger, and Cernak all due up. Offense has not generated much they need to get going here.
Especially now, it's late.
The pitch, bunt attempt as the offer. They will ask, he did not.
I don't think the first base umpire knows what a strike is.
Or maybe he's got a better angle than we do.
Much better.
Becker's next pitch on the way is low and outside. Two balls, no strikes. Brown, 0 for 3. Hits it foul.
Sean is here because he's protecting me from the ball.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah. I didn't flinch.
The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3 balls and a strike.
You know, it's been a whole entire year since he put on a headset. I wonder if he remembers how to do it.
No, he's done it before. Ask him.
Football, sorry.
Ground ball up the middle, under the glove of Mitchum. Single to lead things off for Brown here in the 7th inning.
I got to do this real quick. We want to thank the SIDs and the administrations of all the schools that give us the clips of the colleges during the between innings. They did an excellent job. This conference is excellent. Any school you choose of these top 10 schools, you would not go wrong.
Jonathan Oliger hit by pitch his last time up. Takes the pitch low and outside for a ball.
And you can tell the weather has changed because now the coaching staffs are hanging outside.
Yeah. Getting some sunshine here today. That's what a change in 24 hours. The stretch by Becker. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Transy on top 5-2 after a rough inning. For Rose-Hulman in the 6th. The 1-1 pitch off the end of the bat, foul.
Don't forget, after this half inning, the Hampton Inn Suites trivia question.
Oh, my.
We got a lot of people in the booth today to answer the question.
2 balls and a strike. Check swing. Dreyer able to knock it down, and they'll appeal again, and not a strike again, Coach. I think he's doing it now just to perturb you. I'll show that Myers guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brown down at first. Becker's next pitch on the way is hit foul. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Well, he was sharp. Speaking of Becker, in that 6th inning, he did give up a walk. He struck out 2, but struggled against Brown. Gave up the single and a 3-1 pitch, and now struggling here against Oliger. That got him looking. Oliger didn't like the call, but he is out number 1. 3rd time he has struck out here today, and that'll bring up now Mark Cernak. Probably a little too close to let that one go by. Cernak has walked a couple of times. He has also singled and scored and a big home run cut. Mason Rasmussen, he is on deck. He'll be hitting in the place of Rylan Hickson, who stepped out, and Erpenbeck also hit in the last inning, swing and a miss.
He found something there. Sit outside corner here.
The 0-2 pitch, runner got a great jump, swing and a miss. And the batter is out. The first base was occupied at the time, so 2 strikeouts in the half inning for Becker, and that'll bring up now Mason Rasmussen.
For new viewers, the strikeout on a drop, if that base was not occupied, that ball would still be alive. He would have to throw.
Yeah.
Because of that base was occupied before the pitch, that's why he's out.
So Rasmussen will step up, a .258 hitter. Pitch in there for a strike. Erpenbeck had hit back in the 5th inning. He walked. And now Rasmussen here in the 7th inning. The stretch by Becker. Here's the pitch. Chopper back, and how about Becker? Low throw, and the bounce to Taylor gets the out. That'll do it for the half inning. Transylvania leads at 5-2.
It is time for the Hampton Inns and Suite trivia question.
Okay, wait a minute.
All right.
I'm almost ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. I do believe this is question number 4.
You have more than one?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. The question of the day.
All right.
Which pitcher holds the record for the most career strikeouts in Major League Baseball?
Nolan Ryan.
How many?
5,000 and some.
5,714.
Yay.
Very good.
Not bad.
30 seconds.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah. Well, Blake was one of those.
He was one that he struck out?
Back in the day, he faced Nolan Ryan and struck him out.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now we are in the bottom half of the 7th inning. We'll have a new pitcher now for the Fighting Engineers. They'll go to the bullpen for the first time today.
Great organ playing today. Did you hear that?
I did.
Outstanding.
By the way, I think this is your guy, Skyler Wilcox.
It is.
Wilcox on the year, 16 appearances, 25 innings, 33 hits, 18 runs, 11 earned runs, 14 strikeouts, 9 walks. He has an ERA of 3.96. He is 2-0 on the season. His mom was real nice to you over in Terre Haute.
She saw me. She saw me yesterday, actually.
She ended up getting you a brat and everything, didn't she?
Yes, sir.
You ate that on the air, didn't you?
No, well, in between innings.
Yeah, right. So Skyler Wilcox in, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Taylor, Monday, and Manning all due up. Little sidearm action here by Wilcox. The pitch is outside. Count is even at 1-1. The next pitch on the way, low and inside. The 2-1 pitch hit up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. First hit by Taylor, that'll bring up Walter Monday. Home run in the second, flew out in the third, and walked and scored in the sixth inning. He has scored twice. Bunted third base side, foul.
They're not enough. They're not happy with these runs. They need more.
I wouldn't be, would you?
No.
After what we've seen
No.
so far and what we saw last year?
Last year.
A good point made by our producer, Jerry. They've lost 4 in a row. They come in here with no momentum. That's popped up. Easy play there for Wilcox. And Monday is out number 1. Now, one thing about that, Keith, is you got to remember when that pitch is coming in as a hitter, if that pitch is high, I don't want to raise my bat up.
No, yes, that's right.
I want that pitch down in this area and lower. So that'll bring up Houston Manning. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. Taylor down at first. Foul tipped, held on. No balls and 2 strikes. We play here in the bottom half of inning number 7. That's lifted foul. We will stay at 0-2. Winner of this game will move on to the Game 7 hit foul. And if my bracket is correct, is that not the championship game? Is that there?
The winner would advance to the winner's bracket. Yes.
Okay. Throw the first out in time. Transy 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. That's hit foul. 2, 4, and 2 on the board so far for Rose-Hulman. Pitch outside. Here's the 2-2 pitch, grounded right side. Couillard-Rodak diving and makes the stop and the out at first base as Taylor advances to second. Nice play by Couillard-Rodak. That'll bring up now Wilson.
Nice job by Taylor also taking his time, not to screen, but and not to interfere, but taking the time, making sure that ball goes past him, and the second baseman see the play.
By the way, Wilson down to talk to the third base coach.
You know what he's saying.
Try to score?
Hit the ball.
Or try to score? Hit the ball, try to score. I think it's a good idea.
Well, if you hit the ball, you are going to score.
You might if you get over the fence.
Oh, you want a home run?
I'd like a home run.
You're asking for too much.
I don't think that's too much at all. Wilson, though, struck out twice. Maybe it is too much to ask. How about just get a base hit? We'll let Taylor score. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch is outside.
Landon from Rose-Hulman is tuning in this morning. Probably had a bacon and cheese and toast.
Bacon and cheese?
Well, bacon on his cheese.
Cheese on his bacon.
Something like that.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes now to Wilson. Came inside.
Oh. That was called a strike.
Did I miss something?
I think so.
It's up high. Count 2-2 now to Wilson. Dreyer's on deck as Transylvania trying to get one more. Leading at 5-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Foul tipped, and that'll get away from the catcher. So Wilson will stay alive. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and he blew it by him. Woo. Big strikeout for Wilcox. We'll move to the 8th, 5-2, Transy.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
Back at the HCAC Championships. Here you see the score 5-2 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Troy Daragowski. Keith Myers with you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Jerry Collins on the 1-2s and the whole entire crew.
Time to get something going if you're Rose-Hulman.
You got to.
Running out of time.
What did I say yesterday? Late. That's the word.
Late. Leading things off here in the 8th inning. We will see Cade Klein lead things off. Klein, Rogers, and Couillard-Rodak. Klein 0 for 4. He has struck out twice. His first look, though, at Becker, the right-hander, who has come on in relief, and the breaking pitch in there for a strike. Boy, they got to look back at that first inning. Left the bases loaded. Didn't get a run in the 4th, but left a runner at 3rd. There's a swing and a miss. Then, of course, you left 2 runners in scoring position in the 5th inning. So it's been a day where Rose-Hulman has left a lot of guys on base in scoring position. The pitch on the way is low for a ball. Becker so far 4 strikeouts and a walk, giving up just 1 hit in relief, and the pitch is outside. And it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patton, by the way, finishing the day, as we mentioned, 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 7 walks, but chance to get the win. Line drive caught by Paul at 3rd, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up now Peter Rogers.
Nice leap.
Rogers is 0 for 3 with a walk, a strikeout. He's left 2 on base. Becker's next pitch on the way is a breaking ball. It stays high and inside. Game 2 coming up at about 1:15 this afternoon, and kind of a half-hearted swing there by Rogers. He was completely fooled by that pitch. Next one will be a winner go home, Franklin and Anderson. Pitch outside. Game now started at 10, just over 2 hours. The 2-1 pitch nearly got him. Well, if you're Becker and the Pioneers, the one thing you don't want to have happen is allow Rose-Hulman to get back into this game. There's a strike. Three balls and 2 strikes. Payout pitch on the way. It basically blew that by him. Rogers has struck out twice today, 2 away, and here is Couillard-Rodak. And now we have the coach for Transylvania. I think they might be checking on Becker. He might have hurt himself on that last pitch. So the trainer will come out. And he's pointing to his elbow. And you never like to see that, but Becker obviously in some kind of pain, I would imagine here. Now everybody gathering around to see how he is. Very animated right here. I'm not sure what this discussion is about, Coach.
Not either.
Well, he's coming out.
He's coming out.
We have a pitching change as Becker is done here in the 8th. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in a moment.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We are pioneers.
We are the next generation of inventors, creators, teachers, and leaders.
We think critically,
work collaboratively,
always learning, growing, doing.
We care deeply about people and the planet.
Facing challenges together.
A place for the curious, the bold, and the go-getters.
At Transylvania University,
we pursue bold paths.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Cameron Warfield will take over here in the 8th inning with 2 away as Becker leaves the ball game. Not sure again if he hurt the elbow or not, but he is out. Warfield is making his 19th appearance. 24 innings on the season. He's given up 19 hits, 15 runs, 11 earned, 26 strikeouts, and 17 walks. A 3-0 record with an ERA of 4.13. So he's been effective out of the bullpen.
However, if that pitcher cannot come back later today or tomorrow, lean in the bullpen.
Yeah, you can't lose an arm at this point. The good news is, though, if you win again, one more, and you potentially don't have to worry about him, as Warfield's first pitch is outside for a ball. Couillard-Rodak singled, grounded out, struck out, and grounded out. 1 for 4 this afternoon. Pitch is off the strike zone. Looked very close. When as a pitcher, you have to adjust to what the umpire is calling. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Couillard-Rodak. And the pitch. Same location, same call on that one. 2-2. The break-even pitch. Fastball blows it by him. That'll do it for Rose-Hulman. They trail at 5-2.
If there is one thing wrong in your aircraft, you're gonna fail. Finding the right answer and trying again, that's really what dragged me to aerospace. This is a 3D printed airplane which I made over my freshman year at Rose-Hulman that can be radio controlled and flown. I saw other people making amazing stuff on 3D printers, and I thought if I combine that art of 3D printing with engineering, I could make something as complex as an airplane. So I got the idea as a sophomore in high school, and I just tried. I did it. I failed a couple times, but it all changed when I came to Rose-Hulman. I got in touch with Dr. Riley, who is an aerospace and ME professor, who really asked me great questions about the concepts of my design. So pursuing such project as a freshman, it just lets me feel amazing that I have still 3 years to do something much more complex than this, and it will lead me much further.
Your poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew. Your flash-fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the...
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the pitch by Wilcox is outside. It'll be Dreher, Paul, and Schubert. As we always do about this time, we start looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning. Pitch is inside. That'll be O'Connell, Busboom, and Brown due up for Rose-Hulman. The pitch by Wilcox on the way. Took something off that one to get it across. It'll go to 2-1. Transy trying to get their 31st win of the year. Fly ball. Brown coming over. Cernak as well. The right fielder makes the call and the catch, and there's one away. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Trent Paul. Rose-Hulman, if they lose this one, they fall to 24-18 and then fall to the loser's bracket as the pitch is outside. And then, as you know, Coach, you've got to find a way to battle your way back.
Tough to dig out of that.
It is. And meanwhile, the winner of this game will sit and wait and see who they play, as there's a strike.
Anderson just arrives off the bus.
1 ball and 1 strike. Wilcox with the pitch. Lined hard into left field for a base hit. First hit by Paul, but he's been on base 4 times. That'll bring up Calvin Schubert. I would feel much better if I were Transylvania if I just maybe 1 or 2 more runs, right?
2 would feel comfortable.
4 would be great. Am I getting greedy?
Yeah, I think so.
Schubert, a couple of base hits. He's been on base 3 out of 4 times. Pitch by Wilcox. Good play behind the plate. The next pitch on the way hit well into left field, but Klein back on it to the warning track, and it's off the top of the fence. Great effort by Klein. He couldn't find the baseball, and all the way to third will be Trent Paul, and the double by Schubert. And that almost got out of here.
Yep. I think Klein deflected that ball to the mats.
So here is Youngblood. Youngblood kind of quiet today, does have a single and an intentional walk, and as you see this,
he
hit off the top of the fence. Now in many ballparks, put that yellow as that'll be another intentional walk to Youngblood. You have that yellow on the top of the fence, but it's actually back a little bit further. But great effort by Klein, and now the bases are loaded. Mitchum will step up and getting a few late instructions from his third base coach.
Tell him to follow through on his swing. You got to play in. Go home first if it's hit to you. And if you got the double, try it.
Mitchum singled back in the first inning. Wilcox will come set. And the pitch on the way, lined into the gap, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. 2 runs will score. Heading to second with the double will be Mitchum. First pitch he saw. And 2 more runs on the board, and Transylvania now leads at 7-2. Boy, they're off and running, too.
Yes, sir. Well, there's the 2 you've asked for.
Yep. Appreciate that. Austin Taylor will step up. The infield is at the edge of the grass. Pitch inside. You said something earlier that this is a Transylvania team. I think they're feeling, we got something to prove. We blew it at the end of the year. Now we're going to come over here and try to answer all the doubters. Pitch outside.
Well, how you end the year and then how you regroup.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first game. They were supposed to play last night, so this is their first game of the tournament, and how you reacted. I'm surprised how they reacted coming all day and then not playing and then coming in early this morning.
Yeah. Again, runners at second and third, still just 1 out. Pitch missing low and inside. 3 balls, no strikes now to Mitchum. We'll take that back to Taylor. 1 off. The stretch by Wilcox. There's a strike. They can still make this a really big inning.
Mm-hmm.
Get a base hit right here. Percentages go up with the infield in. Chopper at third. Oliger lays on the tag, gets the out there. The double play at first. Great play by Oliger once again at third. We head to the 9th. 7-2 Transy.
If there is one thing wrong in your aircraft, you're gonna fail it. Finding the right answer and trying again, that's really what dragged me to aerospace. This is a 3D printed airplane which I made over my freshman year at Rose-Hulman that can be radio controlled and flown. I saw other people making amazing stuff on 3D printers, and I thought if I combine that art of 3D printing with engineering, I could make something as complex as an airplane. So I got the idea as a sophomore in high school, and I just tried. I did it. I failed a couple times, but it all changed when I came to Rose-Hulman. I got in touch with Dr. Riley, who is an aerospace and ME professor, who really asked me great questions about the concepts of my design. So pursuing such project as a freshman, it just lets me feel amazing that I have still 3 years to do something much more complex than this, and it will lead me much further.
Your poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles,
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
it matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the
New pitcher for Transylvania, it'll be Matt Armstrong, making his 19th appearance. He'll face O'Connell, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. Armstrong on the year, 8 saves and an ERA at 2.70. He'll try to shut the door here in the top of the 9th inning.
Does not get the save, though.
Nope, not at a 7-2 score.
No, 7-2 score.
But he hasn't probably worked in a while, so you need to get him an inning right here. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's outside, 2-1. "22 strikeouts and 12 walks on the year for the right-hander, and the pitch is outside. And ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball into right field. Wilson will camp under this one and make the easy catch. There's one away. That'll bring up Dalton Busboom. If I'm not mistaken, loser of this game will play again later today, right?
Yes, sir.
Good pitch. 4:30 contest. It'll be MSJ and the loser of this game, but they could take quite a comeback here for Rose-Hulman as this is lifted into center field. Schubert coming on in the run makes the catch, 2 away. So you're going to get a couple of hours off and then get yourself ready for the game 2. Here's Colton Brown as Rose-Hulman down to their final out. Armstrong's pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 1. Missed opportunities today again for Rose-Hulman. Just outside.
Unofficially, I have them leading 7 on base.
Well, let's see what the stats say. Actually, it says 13 left on base.
Well, my math isn't very good.
One hopper to the shortstop, Youngblood. The throw to first on the hop got him. Great play by Youngblood to end this one. Final score, Transylvania 7, Rose-Hulman 2. So Transy moves on. They will play in the championship game, and now Rose-Hulman will have to battle back in the loser's bracket. 2 hours and 19 minutes for this one. But Transylvania picks up the win. They did what they had to do. They snapped that 4-game losing streak at the end of the regular season that cost them the #1 seed. And so they'll advance. Your final thoughts on this one?
I think Rosie will come back and bounce pretty well. But now that loser's bracket, that's a long, long haul. And if you're Transy, you're breathing a little bit of fresh air. Now you get to rest and see what happens the rest of the way a little bit.
Yeah, and if you do get back, you will probably, again, you're going to have to beat Transylvania twice, and that will be very, very tough to do. Got a good pitching performance yesterday, but the bats just not coming alive here today.
Well, the killer here is Hanover and Transy tonight at 7:45. That will be a good one.
That'll be fun, won't it? All right, final score, Transylvania 7, Rose-Hulman 2.